What's going on, guys? Chameleon here. Today I'm going to show you the best class setup for the KAR98K, both for Warzone and multiplayer. Lately, a lot of streamers have been switching over from their usual HDR or AX sniper rifles to the KAR98K marksman rifle, and they have been destroying with it. And with these class setups I'm about to show you, you guys are going to do the same. I'll start with the Warzone class first, and then I'll go over the multiplayer class second. What do you guys think is the best sniper in the game? Leave me a comment below. But real quick, before we start, please smash that like button and make sure you're subscribed to my channel with the notification bell on. And here we go, let's do this. First up, we have the muzzle. You want to set this to the monolithic suppressor. This will give you sound suppression to silence your weapon and an increase in damage range. The sound suppression is super important for Warzone because if your weapon isn't silenced, then anytime you shoot, you're going to appear on enemy radars, and that'll bring you a lot of trouble. But if your weapon is silenced, you can avoid all of this. The increase in damage range is also important, since Warzone consists of lots of long-range combat, and the monolithic suppressor will give you a 7.5% increase in damage range, making it a lot easier to kill your enemies from afar. You'll lose some aim walking steadiness and some aim down sight speed. The base ADS is about 300 milliseconds, and when you add on the monolithic suppressor, it'll decrease it by 10%, but it's entirely worth it, since the other silencers, such as the lightweight suppressor, reduce range by 25%, and we definitely don't want that. The tactical doesn't help with that either, so the monolithic suppressor is a clear-cut choice here. Next up, we have the barrel. You want to set this to the SynGuard custom 27.6 inch barrel. This will increase your damage range, bullet velocity, and recoil control. The damage range increase is about 35%, which is the most amongst the barrels. We also get an increase in bullet velocity, meaning less bullet drop, and some help with recoil control. The recoil control isn't really a factor here though, since it doesn't help us because of how the car fires. The ADS will increase from the base speed to about 350 milliseconds, and we get a 3% decrease in movement speed. The 25.1 inch barrel gives us a 25% boost in range. It increases our ADS to 330 milliseconds and decreases our movement speed by 2%. The 21.2 inch barrel gives us a 20% boost in range, increases our ADS to 320 milliseconds with a 1% reduction in movement speed. So out of these barrels, since in Warzone we want more range and bullet velocity, you need to go with the 27.6 inch barrel. It's the best option for Warzone. For the laser, you want to set this to the TAC laser. This will give you an increase in ADS, aiming stability, and aim walking steadiness. The TAC laser does wonders for our ADS. It'll drop it from the base speed to 266 milliseconds. It's actually the only option here too, so the TAC laser is the way to go. The only con to this is that your laser will be visible to enemies, but they'll already be able to see your sniper glint anyway, so this isn't really an issue. For the optic, I use the sniper scope. It's my favorite option to use in Warzone for the car because of its range, and its ADS isn't as bad as the variable zoom scope, which most people run on the HDR or the AX. So if you run the sniper scope, you'll be able to be more aggressive, and you probably aren't going to shoot super far targets anyways. That's better suited for the HDR or AX, so no need to go with the variable zoom scope. Stick with the sniper scope. One thing to note about it is that with scopes, you're forced to reload one bullet at a time rather than reloading all 5 at once. Also, I recommend trying out some different reticles. I've picked up random cars off people I've killed in game, and some of them were easier to use for me because the default reticle has a small little triangle that can throw you off sometimes or take a little getting used to. So I recommend testing out some of these and seeing which works best for you. Lastly, for the rear grip, you want to set this to the stippled grip tape. This will help with ADS and your sprint to fire speed. That'll change from the base speed of 267 milliseconds to 225 milliseconds. However, you do have some flexibility here. If you want faster ADS than what the stippled gives you, you could go with the FTAC Sport Comb instead, but then you won't get the sprint to fire speed help. So pick which works better for your playstyle. Stippled works better for me because I like having the sprint to fire help. You could also consider using a perk. You can add on sleight of hand, or if you want, you could add on focus instead. Try them out and see what you like. So that wraps up the best class to use for Warzone. Now let's get into the best class to use for multiplayer. If your aim is good, the car can one-shot people. So this is going to be an aggressive quick scoping type of class. We're going to remove the muzzle and the barrel. We don't want any attachments that will slow down our ADS. And since we're being aggressive in quick scoping, we don't need all that extra range either. Instead, we'll add on the FTAC Sport Comb stock for faster ADS. For our perk, we'll add on focus, since you only get one solid shot to quickscope a good player, and if you miss that shot, you'll start to get lit up, which can really throw off your second shot, so focus will help a ton in those situations. And lastly, for the optic, you can stick with the sniper scope, but a reflex sight will have faster ADS, and as I mentioned earlier, you can actually reload all 5 bullets at once, unlike when you have the sniper scope. So if you do stick with the sniper scope, you probably should use sleight of hand as your perk instead of focus. So that wraps up the best class setup for the car to use in multiplayer. My final thoughts on the car: in Warzone, it can be pretty difficult to use, it's not very forgiving, and you can get a lot of hit markers. To be good with this gun, you'll need to practice with it a lot, but once you do get good with this gun and land those shots, it feels amazing. You drop people left and right. So if you're looking to take a break from the HDR and the AX and want to try something a bit more aggressive and challenging, this is a solid option to try out. But that about wraps it up for this video. If this video was helpful to you or you just enjoyed it, please smash that like button, make sure you're subscribed to my channel with the notification bell on, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
Love me.
I got him. He's dead.
Oh, nice shot.
They're coming to you, Green. He's down.
Enemy marked.
Yeah, 2 on right there. Oh yeah, he's different. Bye.
Shooting at.
Let's go.
Oh, nice.
He's cracked. He's down.
Kill the guy.
He's dead.
I'm double checking.
Oh, nice.
Behind you.
Oh, this guy behind me. Guy behind me.
He's down.
Shoot him, shoot him. Got him? Nice.
He's selfing. I got him. I'm gonna get.
I missed him by a second.
Got him.
Are you getting that? Oh, guy right here.
He's down. Dead.
Shield.
Sniper on blue.
I'm just.
Tag him
I see
again.
here gunshots on the
Down.
field.
Right here.
Outside of him?
Yep. He's on the roof. On the roof.
Literally on our roof.
Oh, he dropped on.
Stupid guy. I love the car.
That's a kill. Clean kill. That was for you. Location secure. We're halfway there. Cluster strike is launched. Wheels on radar. One down. Target down. Personal radar. Package inbound.